Are you a breeder looking to showcase your show pigs? With a Walton Webcasting Show Pig Shoot, we are your go-to video service for capturing the full picture of your show pigs. We specialize in providing top-quality video services for breeders like you. Our skilled video team comes directly to your operation. You talk to pigs, we capture the video. Whether it's baby pigs, boars, gilts, or sows, we ensure that their unique features will shine through. With the power of our website and social media, your professionally recorded videos are streamed live, allowing potential customers from all over the country to view and appreciate the quality of your show pigs. We handle the technicalities so you can focus on what you do best, raising exceptional livestock. To schedule your next show pig shoot, call Rhonda at 765-431-7367. Welcome to the ultimate show on the track. Today we celebrate our premier partners, the driving force behind the livestock industry across the nation. Get ready to witness the power of partnership as our premier partners take to the asphalt. Green light and they're off. On the track we have our first partner, Laird Premium Blend Genetics from premiumblendgenetics.com. Next up, it's Beck's Hybrids from beckshybrids.com. And here comes Showright from showright.com. Coming around, we have Brad Howe Ford from bhiford.com. And here comes First Farmers Bank and Trust from ffbt.com. And rounding out the racers, it's Kennedy Ventures from kennedyventuresok.com. On the track and in the ring, it's all about collaboration and teamwork. Join us in honoring our premier partners because together they're the driving force of the livestock industry.
And the crowd goes wild. Well, welcome on behalf of us on the Johnson side of the family that represents JJ Genetics here, that kind of established the founding fathers to represent those that not only have paved the way within the industry, but those breeders that are still carrying the torch in terms of building a reputation of high-quality animals while still setting the bar rather high in terms of their reputation of honesty and integrity. And that was kind of the backstory of creating this pig sale. There's certain individuals that were in mind when the sale was created that have yet passed, and it's honestly in our honor as a family that you represent those people, and those people that are still coming up through. Our first consigner is going to be Lane Show Pigs, and the board that Austin is on is a Better Off 213-8K straight up gangster all in. He in that litter description, it says it's coming from their deepest group of the Decembers, and this Better Off male pig has that true stoutness. Dan, I think you sound enamored. There's no voices coming out from that side.
So. You're doing good, so I was letting you go. But, no, you talk about stoutness. I mean, that's what this boar pig is, man. From his nose to his tail, that one is stout. Big limbs, really, really big up high, and carries that kind of width and dimension all the way to the ground. Comes at you square, goes away from you square. That one, whether you're thinking boar or barrow, that one can do some really neat things. Still, for one that's that opened up and has that much structure to him, still got a really unique kind of look there out in front of his blade. Really like that one a lot. The gilt surely is one that is awesome as well. Lane brought us a really good pair here, and to start off our night here, and fun to study. This gilt here, one that's just really proportioned well from the side, one that's got a big center body in her, but yet she's not done. You can tell she's still green in her muscle makeup. I see this one just getting better as she goes, but yet she still has stoutness of feature, and she's by no means too green either. So really nice pair. That
particular gilt is a Better Off top of that. Lane will be the male pig is, for those of you tuning in, is lot 6. The gilt is lot number 24. Once again, Lane Show Pigs, thanks Harvey and crew for making the trek back to Indiana. That is a very good set. Well, a true founding father, in my opinion, comes to us from Don Michael and family, Bona Vista Farms. And honestly, that Hampshire that's going to have, for those of you that are tuning in that kind of wants to know how we described the sale order or set the sale order, if you will, it's honestly off of seniority. So we're respecting our elders in the sense Don is the oldest breeder consigning in the sale, so therefore he has that seniority. That Hampshire male pig that's going to be lot 1 is a checkmate. Doing time, it would be the same mother as a class winner at Expo that sold to Rules, and Slugger is housed there at Bona Vista.
Yeah, great way to start the sale here. I like this Hampshire Bear a lot, and he's what Hampshires need to look at this size. Green yet, and has some extension, and sure is sound built off of both ends there. But yet you get right on top of that guy, and he's got a big spread to his top. He's really opened up there behind his blade, and as he goes away from you, he's really good there right between his pins as well.
That particular blue gilt that Justin's on is a blue strips living in color. And honestly, I seen their Facebook post the other day that said, those of you that were interested in the blue one, here's their shot. And it's so appreciative coming from my perspective that people have sat in this sale and been dedicated, committed to bringing one that's has probably had too much interest in their barn, yet still they're dedicated and committed to bring something of that quality in a blue pig right there.
Yeah, and these blues this spring have been very popular. I think anywhere you go, any sales or even online, these blue things have been very popular, and we sure appreciate them for bringing a really good bluegill here, a belted blue that's got a tremendous amount of muscle and shape. You really like that one. You get right on top of that one. She's got the bone to match that kind of spread she's got up high. Really good look. Really nice gilt there. Appreciate them for bringing a really nice blue one.
We'll drop in Bonavista's Yorkshire here. We add that Bonavista Yorkshire boar into the equation. That pig is a swept away. Back on, I named her today, Betty White. That would be the reserve Yorkshire gilt that they purchased, and I made the call because I asked Justin. I said, "Does she have a particular name, pedigree, whatnot?" But that pig is now named Betty White.
There you go. I love the name, and I like the pig a lot. This one, too, like that Hamp, I think he's right where he needs to be at this stage. This one's still young and still green. He's got a unique look up front there, up in front of his blade. Really gets his head up high. I like the future of that one quite a bit. That one's really sound made, kind of a Yorkshire barrel that still has some look and some uniqueness to his front end and still some shape at this size. So real nice Yorkshire barrel there.
Once again, that's Bonavista, our friends from Farmersville, Ohio. Well, next in will be our friends from the furthest north state, I believe, if you study the U.S. map, if my geography is correct. Another fun fact about the sale is round one is sold with purebreds, kind of to honor the system of what us as breeders kind of are committed to. And I think, honestly, for a January little red gilt, for them to have the courage to bring one that looks like that is that young, it needs to be complimented. That particular gilt is a Fight Club Vegas odds drop dead, and their note specifically says that it's the first January pig. And Dan, I think that one has those pieces that if you're willing to commit on a January, that honestly it's a no-brainer in my decision of the high ceiling that particular gilt could have.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right there. And looking through the barn, it was real exciting to kind of look through these pigs here today. We've got a wide variety of not just breeds and sexes to offer you, but ages and sizes as well. And I think no matter what kind of endpoint you're looking at, we've got something we're going to offer tomorrow there that's going to fit your needs. And this little red gilt is very, very, very cool, kind of a little red gilt, and just right as far as her proportions and her stage of development. I think that one can be very, very good when the summer's all done here.
Their crossbred gilt is a golden arrow in the woods prime cut. I think that this particular gilt has a very long ceiling, or high ceiling in terms of a show career, with the capability to make a run in the big ring.
Yeah, and I think that one can stretch kind of wherever you want to take her, as far as just where your end point wants to be. But that one's a really cool kind of rig when you view her from the side. Really shapely backed one that's still flexible off of both ends. Really, really high quality kind of crossbred gilt here from these guys.
So once again, this is Diamond V Genetics. The red gilt is lot 15, and the crossbred is lot 36. Our good friend from Decorah, Iowa, actually, honestly, he traded coming to a pig sale to be a grandpa, watching his grandkids swim at some big swimming event in Iowa. I'm I'm no Olympian and Michael Phelps to understand
I don't think John is
how
either.
that works, but so John brings us a pair of red gilts, and the one that Olivia's on is an all-conference main drag. And then his other red gilt is, let me pull up that particular pedigree. The other red gilt is an all the way. I lost my screen. The other gilt from HD is an all the way redhead.
There you go. That's what you get when you leave it to us to
Right,
say your
exactly.
pedigree, John. You should have been here.
I think he secretively got a tanning light in his shit barn because he pictured on turf, and they are very dark. I think John's got some hidden talents that he's not portraying to the rest of us.
I could probably speak for John that these probably weren't on our tanning light. In fact, I talked to him a week ago, see if he wanted to ride with me, and he didn't know if he was going to get everything done he had to do as usual. He had frozen pipes everywhere and stuff like that. But we'll quit picking on John. This is a really good set of gilts here, and like I said, they haven't been pampered. They're on ground feed that he put right through his grinder mixer, I can guarantee you. And they're eating out of a self-feeder, and yet they look like this. A tremendous set of gilts, gilts that have some extension and some look, and yet have the power that they need to have at this stage. Really nice pair. John sent a really nice pair and sent some really good drivers and caretakers, too, because they're better than what John could do.
They may be whip broke by the time they sell tomorrow.
Right. Nice job, ladies.
Once again, this is Hager Durock's 2 entries. Appreciate John still being committed to attend the sale, honestly, with probably more capably driven than what John could do. So I'm not real sure. I'm just kidding. I do know the pedigrees of this particular pair.
I hope you do.
The one that they are actually mate sisters. They were born on the best day of the year, which would be my birthday. It's a pair of Bartender Air 76s out of a First Parity sow. That's honestly, we bred the 2 mate sisters to a bartender at Canes, and I thought that bartender boar needed to be on the short list for most people this particular spring. So the Dash 2, it will be lot number 8, and the Dash 4 is 26. Olivia is on 26. Julie is on 8.
Okay. Really nice pair here. I mean, just solid gilts that you can't pick a hole in. Structurally, they are incredible, but they've got that extra bulk in the center. Really big rib kind of gilts, easy feeding kind of gilts. That no doubt to me indicators with these red ones, it's, you can get them way too far along at this point, and they're not that. But yet they've got everything. You can see all the good in them. They've got bone. They've got a width. They're really square, coming and going off of both ends, and tremendously good kind of hip and hind leg in red females. I think these are big time kind of show gilts, and kind of going to have a lot of value when the show career is over there in August or September and you start breeding on them.
Once again, that is the JJ Genetics entry, lot number 8 and lot number 26. Well, Kyle chose to be Beatty's Boars instead of Beatty Genetics, and he chose a good pair to to help assist in generating the Beatty genetics entries and presenting them up first for the Beatty entries is a pair of mate Yorkshire pigs that are footloose tap outs. Dan?
Yeah. Really good pair. Sorry. I'm studying, man. They're good hogs. Let me look at them for a second.
I forgot we're dealing with Yorkshires.
No, really, really incredible pair. I'll talk about the barrel first. That's going to be lot number 37. Man, that one is stout. Hard to make Yorkshires that stout. I mean, he's hairy. He's big-backed. He's big-pinned, and has the bone to match down low. Still really good looking up front. That one's sound off of both ends. Man, if you're looking to play at a Midwest State Fair, I mean, this one's got all the pieces to do that with. Littermate's sister here, lot 38. A little bit greener today, but still has those same wild pieces. Really hairy, even more unique probably up front than her brother. Maybe not quite as busted open and ready today as her brother is, but there's a lot of good future in that one too. Incredible pair of white ones here to start out with.
That will be Beatty Genetics, lot 37 and 38. The Hampshire Gilt will be Beatty's round one pig. Unfortunately, Kyle is the young pup, even though he doesn't feel like it amongst certain folks. If he chats with them, he probably feels older, but amongst the founding fathers, he is the baby of the group. But honestly,
he don't look like a baby though. That's for sure.
I don't want to arm wrestle him. That is 100%. That Hampshire Gilt that Beatty brings us is a big guns. Heaven can wait.
I like this gilt a lot. I love her extension. You view her from the side. This one is really extended. Really got a long neck working in her. And for a Hampshire, I know a lot of times you struggle to find them Hampshires that can get out and go on the rear leg, and this one can do it. I mean, this one's got a long, level kind of a hip in her. The right kind of bone and muscle for this stage. Maybe a little greener middle, especially when you compare to the white one that's in the ring with her. But, man, that one I think a big-time future for that one as well.
Once again, that is the Beatty Genetics entry, and I will make it a public announcement that Betsy is working off of commission. So if Kyle is tuned in as he's representing Beatty's boars, she does prefer cash, and she would accept it upon seeing her next.
Doug doesn't get anything for his troubles. Sorry, Doug. All right, we drop in the Bursloff Show Pigs entries, and we've got, what did you say on the lots again?
Lot 30 and 31.
31. The 30 would be the boar pig here. He is a made for more, back on a toe-to-toe. His mother would have been a littermate sister to the gilt we sold there in Wisconsin last year. She was a blue gilt, won just about every place she went last summer, so that's what his mother is. And then the gilt is a stinger. The boar at Crossroads there, and then her mother is a good old boy, Sal, just the first letter Sal.
So honestly, when Danny B sent a text that he was coming to the sale and he was excited for what he was going to bring, when he sent me in particularly that picture of that male pig, I instantly sent it to a couple of my closest friends, and I said, Danny B's bringing the fire, and because I think that barrow's head shape truly reads true as he is mature. That one's width between his eyes, and I know it sounds very weird that a 26-year-old is talking about width between their eyes, but that thing is going to be burly, and he already is, and yet still comes with enough in terms of his hind leg set. It's flexible, yet still he's got the appropriate body roll and shape. Danny B, I like that pig a lot. That particular gilt pig is totally different and out there in terms of her look and her extension, in terms of her front 1/3. I think that particular gilt is so appropriate in terms of her hind leg set, and her pin set is so genuine. If honestly, those of you that are watching, if Showman could do a better job and truly accent that
Come on,
one,
Austin. Get with it.
accent that one's hind leg, it's incredible. I truly think that pair of crossbreds from Burzloff Show Pigs garner some attention for those of you that are going to come tomorrow or watching online. Bid on CCI. That's Burzloff Show Pigs lot 30 and 31.
That's not going to get you a beverage later. Sorry. All right, next in here will be our leadoff. This York Barrow here, one that's a Wilson back on a revamp, back on 2-6 is the board we called that board, and that 2-6 daughter. She was 5th overall there at the Iowa State Fair back in 24.
So if those of you that are unaware that may be tuning in, it was ever since I was in diapers, I think Danny B was making a mark in terms of the Yorkshires. And if you want to talk about one, I'm going to nickname him Castaway because you called him Wilson. So we'll have to throw in a movie reference. But I think that Yorkshire pig truly represents something that Dan has strived to do at his house, make them comfortable in terms of their skeleton, bald and bulky in terms of their shape up high, with plenty of terms of skeletal quality and coverability. That Yorkshire pig that Dan's going to lead off in round 1 certainly has those pieces that if you want to jackpot him early, push on him hard, he'll feed into that, or yet you want to coast into a state fair, that pig can get the job done. That is Burzloff Show Pigs. Unfortunately, you're kind of young, too. That is lot 11.
I'm sorry, yeah. Austin, you get a cup of water. That's about what you earned here. Sorry. Cup of water.
Our friends from Waverly, Iowa are in next. Stuart Durock Farms, the male pig will be lot 4. That pig is a sodbuster pick 2. And honestly, when I got to talking to Doug, he said, I said, well, how old's your dad? Because that was kind of the mindset behind the whole sale, is having those founding fathers. And Doug said, I don't want to go first because he is so humble about that fact. And so I appreciate Doug, that particular male pig. It dropped him down because he didn't want to be lot 1. So that is lot 4 from Stuart Durock Farms.
Really nice barrel here, and when you talk about Stuart Durock's, you talk about power and you talk about bone, and I think every time they bring one out, they're always unique. Whether it's a boar or gilt or a barrow at a state fair that you get to see, and one thing they'll always have is they'll always have power and they'll always have bone, and they'll be able to handle all that at the same time. And I think this barrow represents the Stuart Durock firm to a T, really. That one is stout from nose to tail. They got a big old mug on him, but yet he's got a really cool look and a unique kind of head carriage to him from the side.
The one that the more successful, awesome showman Betsy's on. She's working on commission with you too, Doug, by the way. That it will be lot 21. That is a Waymaker pick 2.
Yeah, Betsy, your dad just texted me, said your commission check's in the mail. So, yeah, really good gill here too from Doug. I think one just bounces everywhere with still having that stoutness that Stewarts are known for. One that most definitely can handle a lot of heat in the show ring. And again, at the end of the summer, that one, if you're not going to keep her, won't be hard to get rid of at the end of the summer. I can guarantee you that.
Once again, that's Stuart Durock Farms. The male pig is lot 4. The gilt is lot 21. Well, now I'm going to have to look at a map because I kind of forgot that Butts is from Wisconsin. I don't
Yes,
know on the
he's
map who lives farther north, if it's Wisconsin or Minnesota. But this particular male pig will be Butts' leadoff male pig in the first round. This is an Over the Limits main character from our good friends up in Wisconsin.
Yeah, and I think this one, in all seriousness, this one's got more kind of pieces. I think this one is so far out in areas, but yet, man, he just puts it all together. I think barrel bore, this one's got big feet, really square toes. And for one that is getting a little bigger in his size, is still really kept that kind of unique look up front. Love the shape in that one. That one's just that's a good hog from nose to tail, in my opinion.
Red Power. That is lot 14 from Butts Farms. This is Butts' other two. That particular red gilt is from the logo, the road ahead.
A really good one here as well, and even some more extension in this one. This one is really unique up front there. Really gets her head high, really long fronted kind of a gilt. Yet has power and has bone like his male red one there that we just let out. Really nice gilt here that to me looks like make a tremendously good sow when it's all said and done.
That Berkshire gilt that Julie is on, that is a Better Off Secret Stash.
Yeah, another stout made kind of a Berkshire here. We've got a few of these Berkshires in the sale, and the quality is really high. One that's really got a lot of spread when you see her up high. One that's got plenty of muscle, but she carries that all the way to the ground. Really big, robust kind of center in that Berkshire gilt. One that's going to be easy feeding for whoever gets to take this one home at the end of tomorrow.
I've never doubted the crew from Wisconsin in terms of generating feature and power. That is the Butts Farms entries in round 2. Kent Hahn with Hahn Genetics brings us the next pair, and the Yorkshire gilt, that particular Yorkshire gilt is a lucky 7 hitman, and I'll just, before you say anything about a Yorkshire, I'll let you sit in awe for a second, but I never question the fact that Kent Hahn's going to stick to his guns, and he's not afraid to maybe go off the beaten path and truly pick the kind and buy the kind of herd boars that he likes. That's something that from the onset, and you sit back and you study the things that they do up there in Wakarusa. I can say it, but don't ask me to spell it. That's something that you can truly admire about that crew there. I'll let you describe that Yorkshire gilt.
Yeah, and Kent, you can always guarantee that these things, when it comes to putting them in the crate when they're all their show career's done, that they're going to do their job and do it well that way. And this one, though, guys, from a show standpoint, this one is probably as unique fronted and as good designed as one that Kent's brought out. I think this one's got a big time kind of pieces to play in basically any ring you want to take a Yorkshire gilt to.
Kent's Berkshire is lot number 32. That is an off-the-chains Otter's Pocket.
Love the shape of this little Berkshire pig. A real green. We've raised these Berkshires for a little while there, and one thing about Berkshires, you need to have them shapely when they're little because they flesh up pretty quick and pretty easy. And this one's got that kind of shape when you get right on top of him. He too is really good up front for a Berkshire. He's got a really long neck. Then Berkshires can get a little stouter and a little more jammed up front, and that one's got that extra extension. Really neat kind of a barrow there.
That is Hahn Genetics. Lot 12 is the Yorkshire and Hans Burke is lot 32. Well, Eddie sent some of his girls to represent Robinson Livestock, and honestly, lot number 5 was very intriguing from the picture, and when she gets here in person, that particular no doubt instant all is a Yorkshire gilt that certainly does, not to sound cliche, has that instant all factor.
You bet. And don't get it wrong. Eddie didn't send the girls. The girls came because there's a reason the girls came, because they know how to get stuff done. So, but this gilt is really nice. And you talk about big pieces. This one, she's little. She's like a couple of the other ones we've seen that are pretty little and pretty young and look that way and are appropriate for their age and their size. But this one, for as little as she has got huge paws and big feet and a big tail. I think this one's got some really unique pieces, guys. You need to study this one.
Robinson's other pig in the ring, that is lot number 23. That is also a no doubt instant all.
Yeah, and not much different here than the gilt. I mean, the one that's got some big pieces, that one is really busted open in the center portion of his body. A big kind of rib cage, but yet he's got green as far as flesh. He's got look up front. Another really good pig there in that barrel hog.
That's Robinson Livestock, lot 5 and lot number 23. This is Robinson Livestock's other entry here in round 2. This is lot number 22. This is a Surrender Revamp.
Another really good pig here. Good job, ladies, bringing a good set. Another one that's just got them big pieces in terms of just bone, and her forearm is huge. Her rear leg is huge, and she can still use and bend that rear leg. Long hip kind of a gilt with a tremendous amount of shape. I think that one's got a lot of different places you can take that one as well in terms of whether you got a market show. I think that one's got enough stuff and punch to go with, or you need a breeding gilt. That one's got the pieces, the extra kind of build and looseness to go as a breeding gilt, commercial gilt kind of deal there. I think really good kind of a gilt that they brought us.
That is Robinson Livestock, lot 22. That we're hot. This is coming to us from our personal very good friends up in the state up north, as some will say. When we truly want to talk about people that are very close to the heart within us, that's the crew up there in Michigan, the Joseph Burns. And I think when you text Austin and you text Dave, and they were truly ecstatic to even have the honor to attend the Founding Fathers, and then they bring a trio. We'll see another one here in a second that truly resemble pieces that are next level in your return of investment within buying a pig, and having that success factor from the crew indoor is certainly unmatched amongst the Duroc breed. And this will be Joseph Burns' lot 27 and lot 28. Lot 27 is an all that work of art Danica, and then lot number 28 is a testimony work of art Danica clone. And honestly, I think you have to live under a rock if you don't recognize the Danica name. That was that very successful red gilt that they had.
Yeah, and they were smart enough to take that sow and put them in about everything they could and keep as many daughters. That sow is well represented in their herd, and when you see a Juice Burns a red one, you see that same look that Danica line has, and these two have it. I will say we bought a gilt from Austin there last summer, and I can testify that these things look like what they look like little is what they're going to look like big. Hogs that feed out true. Really good, solid pair here. I mean, they're just not a lot of holes, and they got that extras in terms of just foot size and bone and shape. Austin's, his pigs are always going to have some shape and some look to them. Really good pair here to start off this trio.
We'll say they're Dave and Tracy's pigs this weekend since Austin headed back north.
Yeah.
That is, once again, as they head out, that's Josephburn Show Pigs, Lot 27 and Lot 28. Josephburn's just dropped in their leadoff gilt that the adopted daughter's on, and Molly. And this particular gilt is an All-Pro Da Vinci. And for some that don't recognize that All-Pro, that's the boar there at John Hinkers. And I think that's a test to the breeders amongst this particular group that we used them ourselves. Josephburn's bought into that. I know our crew in Minnesota did as well. That's a test that truly it's a combined force that we're all trying to make our particular breed and buying into that investment process.
Yeah, just like I said on the last pair, just really complete kind of piece of livestock here in this Duroc gilt. She just takes it to another level in just terms of bone and foot size and spread. This one is spread wide from front to rear in the appropriate way for her size and her age here. Really, really good gilt here for them to lead off their group with.
That is, once again, Josephburn Show Pigs, lot number 9. Well, all jokes aside, Chris just said, well, they don't know what that is either when we tried to put the hockey stick in front of them. But from my perspective, you sit in the state of Indiana and you think about what that crew has been known for in Poseyville for multiple generations, and you think about the legacy that Robert and Charlotte created is certainly something that is very special and intriguing that even though we have lost them way too soon, that particular family has kept their nose to the grindstone and been committed. And honestly, when I invited Chris, I was not expecting him first instance to bring a pair of land races, but yet again bring a pair of them that are certainly of this caliber to represent not only their firm, but the breed in general. The gilt is the gilt that they're going to lead off round 1 with. That particular gilt is a Midland Happy Hour, and Chris just made the comment as he stepped in the ring. She's a mate to the one that they just sold earlier on today at Sweethearts for $4,500. So I think if you believe in a litter of pigs, it's certainly setting the caliber rather high for that particular litter.
Yeah, and I think about the only negative I can say about this pair is you will have to have your kids snuggle with them a little bit when they get them home. These things aren't whip broken, but that's good. I like that. You're seeing them how they are. You're seeing them where they come from. They haven't been pampered, and yet you look at them and you just go, wow. I mean, those are truly purebred landrace pigs because they have so much to them. Their body shape and their body length is kind of unique in that breed especially. They've got bone to go with the kind of mass they have. Everything kind of matches and have a really unique kind of look and length of front end in them. Really good pair of young, immature kind of landrace here. Like I said, we've got something in every breed, and every breed's got some quality here to pick through.
I failed to mention that particular male pig will be lot 33. That is a Midland sneak peek. And honestly, I'm not a big landrace connoisseur, but I think that these things have what all that people want to talk about in terms of hype with that all that extra hair and shag
Yes, yeah.
for coming straight from the nursery. Honestly, Chris picked a good pair to bring to us.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
That's an elite pair of young pigs.
Next up, we have Rural Show Pigs, and the spot gilt that Caleb's on, that is a believer. He is the one. And when he told me last weekend that he was going to bring a spot gilt, I was actually very intrigued because if you think about what they do in Michigan Town in terms of kind of the precedents that Larry set in terms of genetics, I wasn't expecting a spot, but I'm darn glad that they brought one that looks like that.
Yeah, and as you said with the landrace, I'm kind of the same way with spots. It's hard for me to get too excited about any spot, but this gilt, I like a lot of things about this one. I mean, you get right on top of this one. This one's got a ditch down her top, but yet she's so pliable centered to go with that, and that's really hard to do in that breed is to keep them opened up in their chest and in the center portion of their body while still having that kind of shape that they got, and she does that very, very well.
The crossbred gilt that lives on, that is a Heat Index Glory Days roll call.
And those are some big legs on a crossbred gilt right there. That one is stout featured. Got a big old tail root to go with it. Super cool front end on the front side of that one. Really neat kind of a gilt there to study, guys. Get that one up and study that one for a while. That one will be a fun one to show early and often.
She's ready to go right now. She's already
You bet.
on Super Stick there. That is Rural Show Pigs. The spot is lot 10, and the crossbred gilt is lot 29. Next in will be High Point Genetics. Honestly, if those of you that haven't joined and followed the Facebook page, it was one of my favorite write-ups that Colonel Wint wrote about Was That Crew in Chrisman, Illinois, because if you want to talk about one that we've been kind of joking about with Brent and talking about old names, Brent is the first one that remembers everybody, and he has a story about it and a memory, and their leadoff entry is... I believe I can't really pronounce Mach 1. It's spelled.
It's hard.
It's spelled
hard.
a little different.
Four letters.
It's spelled a little different for a 1A school in Indiana. That's a meltdown. That is the guild of this pair. That will be lot number 7.
Before we get on, I heard you talking about stories with Brent, and we were talking here about an hour ago and got into some stories that I sure as heck won't get into
You're
on here.
glad your significant other wasn't here.
But it's been one thing about this business and the unique thing about this sale and what I look forward to is just visiting with these people that I truly consider friends and mentors in this business, and I hope you all take the time when you come to get to know some of these people because they are truly just good kind of people. And we'll talk about this gilt now. This is just truly one good kind of a York Hampshire gilt, to be quite honest with you.
You colorblind?
I know, but I want her to be a Yorkshire so I can buy her and make my Yorkshires better. Isn't that okay? Really nice Hampshire gilt here. Really, really good. Awesome from the side, but yet she's got that top shape that you always expect when you go to High Point. She's got that kind of muscle and shape to her with a good running gear. Got the bones to match. Really, really neat kind of a look. She's green where she needs to be green for a Hampshire at this stage. Really nice gilt.
High Point's male pig. That will be a lot 25. That's also a Mach 1 cold chill.
Yeah, this one, like the gilt, this one's got a big center in him. I love the rib shape to this male hog. one that's got those extra pieces, them out there pieces. If you're looking to make a boar out of something, this one's got those kind of pieces, same kind of shape there. Really love that turn to his rib, and like I said, in this Hampshire deal, if you can get that true center body and width to him, you can do a lot of things. Really good pair there that Brent bought us in the High Point boys.
So one other quick fact I'll state is Brent made it a point. He could have probably taken this Hampshire Gelt to any other sale that he gets invited to within the spring, but it's an honor to serve one of that kind. My compliments to that crew and Chrisman. Well, rounding out the preview here with us tonight is Harvey Showstock, and Daryl brought two very capable showmen to showcase his projects and his two lots that he brings to us. Lot number 2 is going to be an off-the-grid Viper. That Hampshire male pig is awfully special to come from them, considering track records of Hampshire male shows that they've exhibited and been at the top.
Yeah, and they like to bring them out, guys. They like to show Hampshire boars. They bring a lot of money. They like to exhibit them, and for them to offer one of this kind of caliber and still have his seeds in them tells me they were really excited to come. And just on that a little bit before we end up, and I don't want to get in the weeds, but guys, this sale, there's one thing about it. The breeders are going to be stand behind their genetics. And they brought these pigs here to sell. So if you're looking for somewhere to come get a pig, regardless of what your price point is, they're going to be here tomorrow, and they're going to be for sale. So I won't get on my soapbox about that, but I just wanted to say that. Really good Hampshire barrel. And like I said, they could have just taken that one, brought them home, and brought them back to Louisville. They give me an opportunity tonight to buy one that's pretty special.
Their crossbred male pig will be lot number 19. That is a worldwide My Speed Never Before.
And another really, really good one. They brought the heat on this deal. Really unique fronted one. Really gets his head held high there, but has that structure and that bone work that you guys got to have in the show ring today. Another one that I think has the boar kind of pieces, but with that barrel kind of proportions and look and kind of show ring appeal there. Really nice barrel.
So that will be the crew from Harvey Showstock. And right before we'll round up, we'll just do a couple quick housekeeping points. We will be here for a while if you're still late to the punch. If you're at the goat sale, we'll stick around for a little bit. We'll have a soft preview in the morning at 9 a.m. Sale to follow tentatively at 11 a.m. With a true founding father calling the sale. Pulled him out of retirement, but Dan Baker will be here on staff. Contact any of us. I'll try to put a post together with delivery options here within the next hour where certain people are going, because it's honestly kind of like a Trent Law. We're going almost everywhere, and anybody will be willing to haul them.
You bet.
Thank you all
You
for
bet.
tuning in.